The battle line is now drawn between Jagaban and Obi in next year's election following the meeting of the opposition leaders today where they agree, say next year, now only one candidate, now the opposition go feed. This meeting, now OBJ chairman, he don't tell where OBJ they work behind the scene to make sure say now Obi and Kwakwaso now did this election next year. In fact, OBJ don't talk and say he no go support Atiku. So Atiku, now the end of his political career be this, because if this party not present Atiku, he not get anywhere to go again. He will be forced to support Obi. Even ADC Secretary General Bolaji Abdullahi don't talk and say Jagaban go do everything to make sure this one it not happen. So the fact that this meeting happen, now milestone, because even Shema Kanye don't talk and say Nigerian democracy goes suffer if now one party state. Now we get in the last 3.5 years contract such as Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway where it cost 15.6 trillion. Now one person now they award all this contract to Lagos Port renovation where it cost $700 million. Not be serious at the talk. Now one person they allocated to Snake Island Port Terminal concession where it cost $1 billion. Not be French franc at the talk. Now one person Lagos Port Finance deal where it cost £746 million. Now pounds at the talk. Now one person also extended port refurbishment for Lagos where it cost 1 trillion. Now one person they put out. Make I come give you the last one. Badagry to Sokoto contract where it cost billions. Now one person are holding this man, Gilbert Chaguory. Now they allocate your contract to this man, and the contract leaked document shows that now Seyi Tinubu and Chaguory. Now they award all the contract to. So the contract was close to $50 billion. No be naira or cedis at the talk $1 billion. Now Jagaban, they award the contract to himself. So Jagaban will go take loan and come award the contract to a company where we say now Peking and Chaguory get from. So the next 4 years, expect they even go take Nigeria to take loan and they come trade the country to Chaguory, Tinubu, Republic. And you come be say our passport. We get Jagaban face and Chaguory face. We don't know what they come. That is why this election has consequence. Everything is at stake. Make you not take a play. Now that is why OBA convened this meeting. It was a strategic meeting to focus on 2027 election because there is a growing sense of urgency to rescue Nigeria, because Nigerians feel a sense of despondency with the way the country gonna big word be that. It means our people not get hope again. The way things come be. That's why they are pushing for a consensus candidate. The coalition to present only one candidate. In fact, this meeting now Obi they endorse. So Obi is happy because now OBJ now he convey. That is why the goal is to make sure they not split opposition party. They all unite. Because Warima say, now when tree near tree, now Mokin they jump. Mokin no they jump for desert though. Because if they jump for desert, you go no say Calabar na big city. Also, that is why they are working behind the scene to make sure say them present a unified front and only one candidate. Now, let us now look at the challenges. The elephant in the room is Atiku Abubakar, a man who has undeniable dream. I know that I want Babalawo tell us, but Atiku, you will become president of Nigeria one day. And the man believes that he say, it will happen. Everything this Babalawo tell me, it don't happen. But this president, I don't give up. I don't know. Because Atiku, they already try. So if the man can't agree now, because if Atiku not agree, and the opposition present only one candidate, Nigeria not recognize independent candidates. So Atiku will be forced to support either Tinubu or Obi. And the way things be now, I sure say we'll go to Obi. That's number one. Also, power struggle. There is trust, long-time ally. The most important ones, that be security. The current IG, they say it ten or don't expire. But Jagaba I point on there. So you can imagine now, say, the IG will be saying, now be Jagaba ADC, when Jagaban be governor of Lagos. So now IG, police, now they rely on to secure voting material. So you can't believe those kind of police officers. We say they are loyal to Jagaban. They don't cause wrong things with Jagaban. And that challenge with that. Also, Agbero. Now people like the Tony Kabaka, MC Omolumo, and other Agbero. Now then go steal election boss on the day of election. So if you be a big supporter, you're not ready to protect your vote. You just expect all the people they enjoy now. You see how much Tinubu don't award to he picking? You expect them to your hand over to you. Now be say you did dream. So you have to ready to take back your country. Also, we know say judiciary, they there. Who they control judiciary for Nigeria? The current Chief Justice. There are reports in a Jagaban person. They run this together for Lagos. That is why on that day, it go hard though. So people talk and say, election where INEC chairman, Amokpita, where be saying APC man confirm, conduct. So they waste our time. They go rubber stamp the election. Someone go Supreme Court. They go Supreme Court. They'll do. At the end of the day, they say they don't pass on. And Jagaba win. When Supreme Court don't talk on, what you won't do. That is why people talk say, look, if Nigeria won election, we say we will accept. They can make it and come out there. Today, now they talk and say, wake cousin. Now only Nigeria, the cousin for our brother, they call conflict of interest. Only in Nigeria, you will have the sitting minister who is very partisan, a minister who is so impulsive. That kind of minister, his wife is a judge in the high court. His wife will even they court, they preside over court case for Nigeria. And you expect a wicked brother, he cousin, you can't conduct election where Akwa Ibom state, they can't declare and say, now Obi win that state. They have to say we're never ready to conduct election for Nigeria. Also, people can't look at people like them, Bayo Ononuga, a man who openly warned the Igbos not to repeat the same thing that happened last time by going out in masses to cast their vote as enshrined and guaranteed in the Nigerian constitution. They have not done anything illegal. He warned them. Say, Mona no go vote again, no. And that same man, Nigeria can't reward. He can't say reward Abike Dabiri. When be say he call Igbo monkeys. And that same woman, Jagaba no sack them. Compare Jagaba's action to Benjamin Netanyahu, who sacked his chief of staff for using racist slur to describe Palestinian Israeli citizen. He was sacked. Benjamin Netanyahu told him, such behaviors, I do not condone them. The people talk and say, look, Jagaban is not good luck. Jonathan, we say, the life of one Nigerian, it doesn't worth my election. I will not allow blood. Therefore, Jagaban, even he say all Nigerians die, as long as say his children and his wife, Alaye Mama, and his cronies there, say, me when I ever ready, Jagaban no go hand over like that. Say, Jagaban no dey. Government has the power. Most people believe that after God, it is the government. Although the white people believe that it is God, because they don't believe in God, they believe it's government. Government has the transformative power to change lives. I stand here today. My mom I was raised by a single mom who could not pay 60 naira school fees in my secondary school days. I was forced to drop out of school. I went to Lagos. I was working as a barber. But when I came to the UK, the day I had my stay, I went back to Newcastle College to do my advanced level, and I went to university for my first degree, and I went to master's. It gave me a second chance in life, opportunity to go around the world. Today, a judge will call me as an expert to come and give my views on family law matter. That is the power of education can transform life. I look at some of my mates in Ajenia Street or Balende today. Because of the circumstances in Nigeria, there is no hope. Some of them, if you even look at them, they look like my father. That is what opportunity. All the problems facing Nigeria today, these are problems created by human beings, and they can be solved by having the right leaders. Now let us now look at the implication. Opposition unite. It signifies that the election will be a contest. Also, it shows that allegation of interference may reduce trust in our democratic system. Institutional credibility, especially the electoral body, faces increased scrutiny. Political polarization may intensify across the region. Media narrative may shape perception more than actual reality. Power struggle within the opposition. Some members of the opposition party, they might say we are supporting Obi, but their heart might not be there. That is why there's still a lot of drama ahead. Also, we expect Tinubu to plant his boys and cause more trouble. Now, voter confidence may rise. A lot of the youth see Obi as a symbol of hope. Therefore, Obi's going to the race, being on the ballot box, will energize and galvanize a lot of young people who see Obi as a hope of a new Nigeria. Political potential increase. We expect that international observer may heighten scrutiny of Nigerian democracy. Youth and undecided voters may become decisive swing factor. Policy direction of Nigeria could shift significantly post-2027. We can leg the views of our fellow Nigerians online. Now, that's what I can say. Laughable if they could actually work together to unseat this demonic government. Good for every one of us. But here is the twist. No matter what they do, if they do not snatch boss and ring election, Tinubu and APC is coming back. Violent election is the only way. So I'm talking and say, how will different parties with most working for APC agree on one candidate? Even Wake that has pocketed 90% of PDP, how will he allow them to agree to work against his Oga? You as a Nigerian, you did watch me now. Do you have faith that an election that was conducted by Josh Amikpita, that election